This was June 16th, 2024, and I was packing for my trip to the UK. It was my first time going back since 2019, and I was very excited to go back to my alma mater.
So using a blanket or a duvet, just fasten the seatbelt over the top
The flight took about 8 hours, and we landed in London around 10 a.m. the next day. It didn't take very long for me to collect my luggage, very lucky, and then I headed to the bus station to catch the express coach from Heathrow to Oxford. The entire trip would usually take about an hour and a half if there's no traffic. Now we are entering Oxford. June is exam season here, so you will see many students walking around in their sub-fusc. Sub-fusc refers to the formal academic dress that Oxford students are required to wear at certain occasions, such as matriculation, exams, graduation, and sometimes even formal dinners. This is Gloucester Green bus station, where buses start and terminate. It's right in the center of Oxford, within walking distance of almost everything. I went to this Thai restaurant called Thai Kun. I think the last time I was here was back in 2016, 8 years ago. After lunch, I got in a cab to head to my hotel. I asked the driver to open the trunk for my luggage, only to realize that I had completely forgotten these cabs don't even have trunks. By the way, I don't think Uber works in Oxford, so I booked the taxi online, and you can also download apps such as 101 Taxi Oxford. I had a nap and I woke up in the evening. It was still very bright outside, so I walked to Marks and Spencer to get some food. Spent 3 hours on making these slides for Friday, and I practiced my speech a little bit. I think I'm more or less confident. Of course, I'll practice more tomorrow and Thursday. I booked a river cruise tour on Get Your Guide for the next day. I had never been to this part of Oxford before, so it was really nice to explore something new.
So I thought I tried to do a hand signal. Perch with their wings spread out. Just focusing on say open all lights. A lot of students and locals get very wobbly. Not only that, they'll write the winning college's names on briquettes on each one. Narrowboat head. This is called Aunt Lucy in the hand. It's much nicer, more traditional. This means that the Morse and Lewis usually celebrate the Sovereign Pride with a nice pint standing on the screen. So come up, spin around, get in position. Whatever Anu says in the Indian monk. You want to just hold off there, girls, before you push off again, because you're going across. We'll see it is because Estoniot Park, which is the nature reserve just to the right. It's right, I know for a fact it has the worst incidents of there. And most of those tennis balls were in the river, so I managed to collect a load of tennis balls with my dog. Definitely think it's
after the tour, I was gonna visit Carfax Tower. It's also known as St. Martin's Tower because it's the only remnant of this super old 12th century church, St. Martin's Church. No idea how, but I somehow never went when I was at Oxford. And guess what? I still didn't go this time either because my hay fever got pretty bad right after the tour, so I had to call it a day. It's actually 9 p.m. now, but look how bright it is outside. The next day, the conference officially started. It was held in memory of my Oxford supervisor, who sadly passed away in 2020 at a pretty young age.
Happily for us, but perhaps sadly for the cinema, he turned down the author of
contributions, not only to the translation itself, but also to the proofreading and formatting.
It was still here. Yeah. The next day, I skipped the morning session because I had to walk to the city center to mail postcards to 2 friends who couldn't be here this time. But I made it back for the later sessions and got to listen to some really good talks.
One of my... The key point, though, for our sort of analysis of this question that was
the lunch was really plain and I still felt hungry after eating, but at least I got to play with this lovely little puppy of a professor. She was so cute.
Stopped right here.
As you used to say, of the noble art of smoking, and I'm afraid I was a partner in crime for that.
Colleagues related to 500 elements, because in the same trip, we can just listen.
What's new?
I'm actually taking a video.
Reading your faces and hearing your voice.
And finally, June 23rd, departure day, I hopped on the same bus that brought me to Oxford, now heading back to the airport. The food at Heathrow was just okay, nothing special, but there was this macaron shop that was superb. I was exhausted, but again, I couldn't sleep on the flight. We landed at night around 8 p.m. I think, and it took me about 40 minutes to get through the border control, and here I am, home sweet home. Thank you so much for coming along with me for this little walk down memory lane. I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye!